Friends Rising Capricorn, how are you? Welcome to Spread Space. I'm ClairV, and here we have our Timeless Tarot. Last month, the unknown let the unknown be shown. So now we are going over the details of what was shown last month. The details of the unknown. The details for Capricorn. You were last this month, and you're last this month too. So that says something. I'm not sure what exactly, but let's set your cards up. This is hidden under here. Loss is at the top, and all these are in reverse. Alright. So up at the top, all alone here, up in the corner, is this loss. I almost see this bright idea, or this, like, you know how people say, oh, the dark cloud is following me? It's like the dark clouds are cleared, and there's like a white cloud following you. And it's like all the readings right here, and this loss is all the way. So perhaps we do have to get away, and right under there is this surfer in reverse. And then it's like the surfer's coming in and coming to this home right below. Perhaps we were out there, and it's like we're coming in from this loss, going back to this home. Let's see what this is all about. So we do have this explorer, which I see this moth energy. It's almost like, you know, the moths, they camouflage. It almost looks like two eyes, so that if like a predator comes, they'll see like two eyes, and it'll like scare them away. It's almost like a defensive, a defense mechanism, and it's like your defense mechanism, especially around this time, is to, maybe we just have to observe. You know, explorers, they look and they search, they dig. You know, we're gathering facts here. So it's like, only use our eyes only. And I see no place like home, no place like home, no place like home. She's clicking her feet with this compass in her right hand. Like, where is she physically going? What is her next move? Perhaps where she came from, because this is behind her. From, like, I see like a burning bridge, or I think of this as like the burning bridge card. Perhaps we've burned some bridges or we've come from a place of burnt bridges. And this reminds me of the Fool card, and with the Fool in reverse, it's like we're burning bridges because we were afraid to start new. Or perhaps like, okay, this reminds me of, what was that thing? There was a name for it. A great leader. I think they took his name for what this thing is called, or I'm not sure. But it's, what he did was, in order to okay, so there was these ships, and I guess there was the war or whatever. Now, in order to conquer this land or to defeat this war, whatever this was, it's like he had to burn the ships. Like, the men were gonna help him or whatever, and it's like they had to burn the ships I'll put the right story up here, but this is telling us that, okay, we're perhaps leaving a situation, and this is like telling us that either to do this or in the process of doing this, we're like afraid to start new, subconsciously, or maybe this was like a divine timing thing where somebody come to say hi. A divine timing thing where somebody came to where we had to burn these ships so that way they wouldn't leave. It's like, okay, in order to conquer this land, he had to burn all the ships with it, because he made this decision, and in order to stick with this decision, he burnt all the ships so that way nobody could leave or go anywhere. They were stuck with this decision, you know. Lay down. So yeah, it's almost like that, like something like this happened, like where you had to like burn the ships. It's like it's in the stars that it happened. For instance, with Pisces, when Saturn and Pisces were together with Uranus and Mars, that creates, like, you know, something in water, a brick, like something big and hard coming and hitting a brick. So it's wall. Like almost like a plan, like it's written in the stars that in order for you to make this change, it's like you had to be you had to experience this. It's like the ships had to, so that way we can gain that, because it's like from this loss we gain. And that was all the readings have the same kind of thing, like with great loss comes great gain. And that's what was the title of one other reading. I forget, it was a Gemini. No, it wasn't Gemini. Virgo. It was Virgos. And then right next to the Ace of Coins is this Ace of Swords, which is another grand opportunity, a choice, a chance, a new idea, a new plan. And that new plan was under these two that were in the deep subconscious. Oh, which we have the Hangman in reverse with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So perhaps it's like when you see this from another, you'll get this idea or this truth, this victory, when we finally sacrifice something or see something from a different point of view, when we take this time out. Perhaps this is what we're doing when we go from this loss to this surfer back to home. You know, we see perhaps there's like a contract or somebody's not working as a team. There's these things that we do every day. Our actions that we do every day need to be evaluated. Something about the cycles, the three things: your mind, body, and your soul. I see the Eightfold Paths, and the three in Buddhism is like the Eightfold Paths, and the four this, and this is the three something, or the Trinity, you know, the mind, body, and soul. And with this in reverse, this tells us there's a disconnection that we don't even see. It's like hidden in the clouds behind this, like, ooh, you know, these waves. Perhaps these are the waves from the surfer, but it's like it's like this will come from this. You see these things right here? It's this idea, and it's like this opportunity, this truth, this victory, this, you know, this is awesome. This is an awesome opportunity. It comes when you when you switch your perspective, when you get back on your feet again, when you turn, like we've been hanging for so long. So now that this was hidden under these two that were in the subconscious, you're probably unaware of this. So hopefully that comes out. Under these two, we have the star and the artist. Wow, an interesting combination. It's like this artist is perhaps this new idea, this new, it brings about a new spark, this is creativity. This is, this is like having a real open mind and just going with the flow, really. And I see 66. And this is that this creativity is creating so much faith. It's almost like you're connecting with God or connecting these stars. See, these stars are attached to this that's coming into here, which is like pouring all this faith all over this this other Three of Pentacles. Now, perhaps this is, okay, so perhaps this is in your lost travels, because right under the lost is the Ace of Coins, and then there's this travel. So perhaps you're traveling with this group, or perhaps we are traveling as a job, or with these things with other people, or perhaps other people are involved in this trip or on this journey that we're on. This could be a spiritual journey. I see these same stars are the same stars in the Burning Bridge card. And it's only the Burning Bridge because it is in reverse. It is the crossing card. But in reverse, there is no crossing. That's why I say the bridge. It's almost like that boat hit the bridge and, the bridge fell down. But this travel is behind this. So perhaps you do need professional help or additional help in order to stay on the right path on this journey. Now, right after that, you have the home in between this and this. Three of Pentacles. Just Three of Coins. I don't know if I should. And you have the Universe in reverse, this is the World card, the last of the major arcana. Which I see Taurus, Aquarius, heavy. But if somebody else had this, perhaps the same person who, great loss is great love is this. Now, they were controlling this thing, and it's almost as if this thing is controlling you. It's like got your foot, and I never noticed this before, it's usually here, but perhaps this does turn your world upside down, and it's not pretty, because right on top of this you receive beauty in reverse, and I say this is, ugly, or, beauty is pain, the opposite of beauty could bring pain. Now, I see this cycle, this circle, this something that contains something else, but it's not, it doesn't contain it, but it is as it was of it. I don't know, it's really weird, but this is like coming out, and it's like it's the Leo. This might be a Leo, or this man. I keep on almost like a joking, like hee, like maybe like this jokester. It's like coming out his nose and his mouth. So maybe you smell this person and you hear this person, like they're funny when they speak. I can't, like, you could just look at them and you laugh, and I don't know, is it because they smell funny, or it's because they are comical, or they make you happy, or something like this. but it's like they have a smell to them. Like you could smell it. If your eyes were closed and if they were around you, you could notice their smell. You'd be like, you could pinpoint their smell. So it's like there's some kind of control by this person or by this. You know that what I explained this. The weird sense, the ugly sensation. Maybe it isn't so ugly. I don't know, but it's like control. Perhaps you should let that control you, because if it is ugly and it does stink, like why would you even want to be around it? Perhaps this is why this duality is coming next. It's like, okay, well, what's right, what's wrong? And with the world in reverse, it's like, are we going the right way? Is this the right path? Now with duality, we're really trying to figure it out. It's almost as if this moth is coming alive from the Explorer card. So perhaps this is what we have to pay extra attention to. This good, the bad, this it's like magnetism and this hand, and perhaps this has to do with this manifestation. Did I say that? Oh, it reminded me of the Magus reading. And then I see this, her red shoes, this no place like home. It's like, okay, we feel trapped there because, you're strapped to a tree. Maybe you're, I don't know, like I always say, these are your cards, so use your intuition when deciphering this message. And right when I looked up, it said 2121. But it's almost like there's an outside force. There's this. It's like it's controlling this, what you see almost. And it's funny because this is like a doctor's office, and it's like you're in front of this thing, but you're blindfolded. So it's like even if you were to sit down like right in front of it, you wouldn't be able to see it because of the control that they have over your perception. Oh my god, and the card behind it. I just said I had seen the Magus. I thought I did, and it was this reading, but look at this. Wow, Capricorn. So, and here is this snake that's not only controlling, it's like they got control over your mind. I swear to God, look. What was that? It's the same snake that's got you wrapped around here, right? The same thing that's in your mind that's got you thinking all this, but you're protected against this, and this is what's under the surface that you're not even aware of. Like you're protected against this. Like all you have to do is say the word, like leave or go. It's like you'll be protected by the spirit against maybe somebody working against you. And look, right behind here, look, it's this snake. Now this snake got your foot here. The snake got your foot here, and it's in your head. And does it have the health? So it's got your head here, but I see the health, the sign where it's on all the ambulance with the snake. The health sign, I see that on your feet. Perhaps this dis-ease or this control is almost like it's controlling your health too. Like when you feel dis-ease, it literally creates dis-ease, and I don't know why all of a sudden I just like want to cry. Look at this. But it's like it's like the devil real hardcore here. It's like but this world turned right side up. So it's almost like or if you don't know, you're soon to find out. You're gonna see these lies, you're gonna see this trick, you're gonna know. They've been tricking you for so long, showing this, and then, doing something this with this hand. Why they're showing you this, they're really doing this with this hand. but this world did turn around. Remember, it was reversed, and they had control. But now it's like you have control, or when you gain control, whatever they brought to you, it's like back to them. It's like some kind of karma, or like some complete circle. Now, in this setting, sale is in reverse. And perhaps this is the issue. It's like you keep going back. You keep going back. And then you keep going back. And then this card, probably you keep going back because it does bring you some kind of joy. The joy is there. Maybe this is where you live. This is your home. You see the house in there. And then right above the duality, you have this union like this, a union card, which was almost in reverse, but on its side. So you do have the woman on top with this imbalance. Perhaps the reverse defrosting is like when it's all defrosted. Like you keep finding it out. The more you find out, the more the water freezes. The more the water melts, the more information you know. So the more it melts, the less they or you or someone has to stand on. So it's like it's only going to melt so much where it's like all going to be completely flowing. And then how funny that right next to the joy and the sale we have this in the subconscious and this king right above it. What is it? It's the Empress. So this is this real king-like energy. Perhaps this is what we have to do. It's like there's this flower under you. I see this this vine. It's like this. You've been sitting here a while. This vine had enough time to grow all the way up this tree. You've been sitting here a while, or you've been putting all of your eggs in one basket for quite some time. The king is very, very mature energy. It takes a long time to go from, little boy to king status. Just as well as it takes some time to get to be the emperor of your empire, to build an empire. It takes a while. Now this emperor, both of these kings, both this emperor and this king, are both looking the same direction towards the past. And this reminds me a lot of Aries. This reminds me of Taurus, maybe Cancer energy. So I don't know if they have a message for you, possibly Leo. But we have this lamb. And his head is like this halo, like a holy lamb. Now, I don't know what this means, but a holy lamb is on your side. And not only that, but you have like two big ram that are here with you. It's like that story in the Bible I just told somebody else too this month, that it reminded me of the bomb. It's like he's ordered a bomb. It's like everything happens for a reason. Like if you break your tire, you're bitching about a broken tire or a popped tire, when if you wouldn't have popped that tire, you would have ran into this bomb that exploded and killed you. So you should be grateful for that tire because it saved your life. Something like this. And and the angels, like if God would have revealed the spiritual help that you have by your side, it would be revealed so many. And this is the cucumbers cut. So I don't know, maybe eat healthy, like what we put in our body. We have to be like this emperor. And when I put it back, the emperor is like based on the joy. Like in order for this joy, we have to have discipline. We have to be responsible. We have to be responsible for our actions. All of these things. But you are definitely protected and loved. And yeah, I hope this was beneficial. We had the Queen of Swords in reverse. So maybe we are dealing with some kind of bitch like this. But truths that are gonna come out, like those lies are gonna come out. Oh my gosh, this card was all the way on the side. This brings happiness. Remember, this great loss brings this big thing, you know, this new car, new whatever. And it not only that, but it multiplies. That 1 multiplies to 10. It's like tenfold happiness. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe. The truth is revealed. Love you, Capricorn.